What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for all Cancer placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force it to fit. And let's get into it. So I do a mix of tarot and oracle, just kind of depending on what I'm feeling for each sign. So we're going to go with the flow. If you want personal readings or you'd like to become a certified energy healer, whether it be quantum, shamanic healing, or Reiki, go ahead and check out my website. My mentorship program is open for registration for new students as my previous class has graduated. So let's see what's going on here for you, Cancer. I heard the mountain, climb the mountain, which I like. There's actually a mountain card in here, which is really nice. I feel like you're overcoming a lot of obstacles at this time. If you feel as if things are working against you, it feels more so that it's a need to kind of dig your heels in is kind of what I want to say. Really like allow yourself to follow through with what it is your intention is to achieve the version of yourself you most want to be, right? Not out of a sense of obligation or duty, but like a sense of like, this feels right. This is meant for me. So you have the wise one, grow within your current situation. I like this. To me, this is the energy of the high priestess. This is an energy where you would embody your higher self basically, right? Or your future self, the version of you most want to be. And you start to move in that way, and in turn, you start to solidify those habits, behaviors, and thoughts in the here and now. So at Fire Guardian and Shapeshifter in reverse, I like these two together. You have ignite your passion and transform and unveil your gifts. So we had the full moon in Aquarius, I believe. It was on the 1st of August. And that is a time where the collective was triggered to kind of, not triggered in a bad way, but triggered in a good way, given the opportunity to come back to their authentic selves. So whatever wounds or things that are standing in the way of you really embodying your most authentic self, those might be coming to the surface for you to heal them and release them. So this might be people, situations, beliefs, thoughts, perceptions, all of it. So Oracle, wait for important information. Okay, I like this. Wait for this. There's something that's heavy with this, but not heavy in a bad way. It feels very surprising. But it's going to help you progress forward. It kind of feels like what might be hidden from you right now, and it's like the key to the puzzle, like to help you unlock that new door. I like this. Take time to reflect. This can't come in until you see something within yourself. And that's the purpose of retrograde season. We have 6 planets currently retrograde at the time of me recording this, so the whole collective is in a state of internal review. Retrograde's not necessarily bad. It gets a bad rep. What retrograde means is to move backward or to go inward. So it's more about a review of the version of us that we currently are and the aspects that each planet affects on an individual level. So Mercury, the mind, right? Saturn, maturity, Pluto, transformation, blah, 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 etc. Okay? If you want to know more about astrology, check out my tarot course. I cover astrology, channeling, tarot, and more in that, okay? Direction Guardian is your overall. Choose your path. You're going to pivot. You're going to have a big pivot. It's meant for you. Some of you might be moving. Some of you are changing careers. Some of you are changing careers. This feels like a career change. It does. I feel like, okay, partnerships coming in too. I feel like the career change or the purpose that you are now wanting to fulfill is going to affect the kinds of relationships you attract in your life, which makes sense, right? You're going to start attracting people that are in alignment with the new energy you're now going to start to embody. This feels really nice. It does. It feels as if you have a tendency to want to know like where you're going and like really have a solid plan, this might challenge you because it's going to ask you to surrender and just really allow yourself to feel free to be who you are. And if that's foreign, it's going to feel uncomfortable. But if you're open to exploring different feelings and emotions, this is going to be easy for you. And Cancer, you're a water sign, so exploring emotional minefields is kind of like your forte. If you have the tools to do it in a healthy way, that is, right? So let's get into it. This is Spellcasters. I can't remember if I said the name of the deck in front of me, and now I'm blanking because I just have all these things going on in my head. Okay, so let's look at the wise one. Ancestors, angels and ancestors, oracle, if you wanted to know. Thank you. Let's look at the wise one. You have a mentor or teacher coming in. It feels very this feels like someone who's kind of like taking your hand and saying, hey, I'm going to help you move into the direction that you need to move in on your journey. So for some of you, this might be a physical person. For others of you, it could actually be your connection with your higher self. So just be mindful of that, because I know first type, yeah, magician. Yeah, some of you, it's your higher self. I like this. And the magician is the version of ourselves that has the tools but it doesn't know how to use them. So it has the potential to be in the full power, but it doesn't know how to embody that full power quite yet, which is why the Fool's there. So this is a new journey, because the Fool's journey in tarot is about going through your enlightenment, your journey of enlightenment. And so we go through it with every time we are reborn or we become a new version of ourselves. And that's what's happening, because the Magician is 1, the Fool is 0. So you're starting this journey of discovering who you are. I feel like some of you, if this is another person, it's going to have to do with your career. It's going to be a boss or a mentor, and you're really going to like the way that they perceive or move through the world. And the 9 of Cups and the Death card tells me that the connotation, or what you thought used to make you happy, you're going to realize that's changing, and that's okay. That's okay. This could feel like a mourning, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be like, okay, it had its season. It resonated with that version of me. On to the next. Okay. This feels like another person. Transform and unveil your gifts. Ignite your passion. It's in reverse. I feel like this is kind of the blockage for you. So this could be another person, or it could be your old self. So just take it as it resonates, because when I say another person, it just feels like a different energy than the part of you I've been connecting to. So it could be old you. Queen of Swords. Okay. Some of you, this is a realization. Others of you, this is a person, because I feel it in my third eye a lot, and it tells me that some of you are really seeking the truth, which is also the Ace of Swords. The third eye is I know, I see, and I trust. So it's like knowing, well, I know is actually the crown, but I trust is the third eye. Whoever this queen is, they're actually very honest. I like their energy. Queen of Swords, Libra energy, Death, Scorpio, Magician, Gemini, Virgo, and the Fool is Aquarius. With the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, somebody's heart space is opening, and I think that this is someone who thinks too much about how they feel versus like actually feeling how they feel. If this is a version of you, you're gonna work through that wound and allow yourself to feel your emotions rather than perceive them. Yeah, because you're breaking the contract of the wound of like abandonment or not feeling enough, right? Which is gonna be very common right now, because we have the wounded healer Chiron hanging out in Aries, the sign of self. So our wounds in regards to how we associate with our own personal identity is going to be surfacing, and it's for us to solidify those lessons. So any lessons that you've gone through recently about scarcity mindset, so lack mentality or victim mentality, a sense of worthiness, or that could be related to finances or love, that's going to be falling away. You're going to see the truth of it, or you're going to encounter that authority figure or that boss, that mentor, that's going to help you kind of work through those limiting beliefs that, come back here, that kept you stuck and stopped you from moving forward, okay? I like this energy. I like the Queen of Swords. It feels like a different person, I'm going to be honest, but I think that they're going to lead you by example. I like this. And be mindful that these kinds of relationships, they don't have to be personal. Like you could be listening to a podcast, you could be like taking part in like a group of some sort. So with the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups on the Oracle is the important information. Yeah, it can't come in until you really mourn. Yeah, so you're going to be challenged to sit with yourself, which, welcome to the collective, is going to be every freaking zodiac sign. This is that review. This is retrograde energy. Retrograde's purpose in general is to bring to our awareness the things that need to be reviewed and repaired, restructured, or released. That is it. It's either they serve you and you need to kind of transform how you perceive it, or it's gotta go. That is the purpose of retrograde. And so with the 4 of Cups here, you might be realizing, oh gosh, like this is something that I kept trying to repair, or I kept trying to fix, or I kept trying, right? Like being really attached to like a business project, an endeavor, maybe a fitness goal, a belief, or a certain idea of the amount of income you're going to make. Like it could be any of that. And then you realize, okay, well actually I'm creating too much attachment. I have to mourn it and just release it. Okay. And obviously it could be people too, but yeah, the Moon, it's something that's hidden from you. You might not be, that it doesn't feel like a person. Yeah, it feels more like a behavior. The 7 of Swords is a self-sabotaging behavior. So this could be like a manifestation. If you squeeze it too tight, it's hard for it to come to you. So like, let's use money as an example because it's just the easiest thing to use. When people are like, oh my gosh, I make $1,200 every single day. But if a part of you does not feel worthy of the $1,200, it's going to be difficult to manifest it. So instead of manifesting $1,200, you might start realizing, oh, wait, no, I enjoy my work. Like, I enjoy doing my work, and my work is lucrative. My work brings me so much financial freedom, right? So instead of focusing on the money itself, you start focusing on the trickle effect that the money comes from, right? Okay. And it's going to help you kind of overcome that belief. You're basically restructuring the way in which you approach whatever the scarcity is, right? So if it's abandonment from other people, it might be really rooted in the need to trust yourself, right? Okay. To choose the right people, right? Okay. Or to not abandon yourself or self-sacrifice, things like that. Okay, let's look at the Mirror Guardian. Yeah, so here's the defensiveness. There's a part of you that's scared of being as great as you're meant to be, right? Welcome again to the collective. It's the authenticity, right? It's the part of you that's like, oh my gosh, I know, I can see it. I can see that I'm meant to do this. If you can visualize it, it's meant for you, right? If you could see it in your mind's eye, it means that it has the potential of materializing here in the physical world, not just energetically, because the fact that you're able to perceive it in your mind's eye says that it's already there. With the Strength card, Leo energy, it tells me that if you were to embody these opportunities, or the feeling you get thinking of these opportunities, it's going to align you with your soul purpose. It's going to align you with your higher self. But it's asking yourself, why do I not feel deserving of, or why do I feel like I need to push them away, or I can't accept them yet, right? What is making you feel as if you cannot have them? Let's look at Direction Guardian. Choose your path. It's either going to be going through this again or stepping into the new. Chariot, Cancer energy, moving forward, yep, or the 10 of Wands. So it's like, okay, you can keep carrying these 10 wands, the heaviness, or you can move forward. I think majority of you are really going to close out a chapter. It really feels that way because the 10 of wands is upright, which is really nice. Tells me that it's about to be released. And there comes the emotional self. I like whoever this mentor is, or if this is the new you that's coming in, it's allowing you to not only think about how you feel, but also start to experience how you feel on an emotional level, right? Because so often we might be like, oh, well, I think I'm upset, or I think I'm betrayed. But is it really that you think you're upset or betrayed, or is it that you have experienced something similar, and instead of sitting with how you really feel, you just attach what you think you should feel to it, right? So it's kind of questioning yourself and exploring that instead of jumping to the first thing that comes into your mind, because our thoughts don't always actually speak the truth. So let's get some advice from the universe for you, my dear. I like this for you. This is going to be a very healing process. It's going to be very healing. It's going to be very supportive of the version of you that's coming about. I'm excited. I'm excited. Go, Cancer, go. Go, Cancer, go. Yeah, Giraffe, it's time to stand out. And then the next level, beautiful. So it's very much so in alignment with what we've been talking about in clarity. Prepare to make a decision. Clarity's right around the corner, right? So that is the wait for important information, the oracle, beautiful. I think it's going to come through you watching somebody who's like a mentor, or working with a mentor or coach, or connecting more with your higher self, right? So Giraffe, it's time to stand out. And next level, think big, you're moving to the next level. I really like this energy. This tells me that you are learning to stand out or embody the unique individual that you are, right? So very often we like to do things by the book, but once we do it by the book and we've created that process, it's okay to go and tailor it and make it your own, right? Because by the book might work for the masses, but within the masses, there are little pockets of people that resonate with things in different ways. So go ahead and make whatever it is you're working on, or what it is that you want to do your own. And maybe stop looking at other people that do it as well, right? Maybe allow yourself to see like, actually, I can still do it very effectively, and I can still do XYZ, and it will still meet the masses, but it's actually my own. I've made it my own, and that's okay. Prepare to make a decision. Clarity right around the corner. Already talked about that. It's the oracle. But, my dear, that's what I have for you. So if you want a personal reading to dive into your own situation, to kind of see what's coming up for you, go ahead, book it down below through my website. First-time clients get 15% off their first booking with me, whether it be Reiki, a tarot reading, or anything else. I also have my tarot course live on my site. So if you want to learn how to read tarot, how to channel, and you want to learn how the planets interact, how the astrology works with all the cards, go ahead, check that out. It's available globally. It's a self-paced online course, so you can take it for as long as you want. You will have lifetime access to it. It's not going anywhere. And also, I do certifications. So I will have online Reiki certifications coming soon, but as of right now, I offer them via Zoom and or in person, as well as a mentorship program for those of you who are more local, or if you're not local, I offer it online as well. It's a 4 or 6 month long program, depending on how many certifications you want. The 6-month program includes all 3 levels of Reiki and quantum shamanic healing. So that's where we kind of talk about the 12 states of consciousness and connecting to people who have crossed over to the other side, as well as the energy healing that is the traditional Usui Reiki. If you're interested in any of that, check out my website. I'd love to have you. I'd love to help you in your journey. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.